So what we're running in this particular engine is something a little bit different. I wanted to kind of do it the hard way. It's still the engine that comes out factory in these, which is an F20C, 2 litre 4-cylinder with a factory 9,000 RPM redline. But since then, I've had the engine built, sleeved, forged. Calfoot's come on board. A whole bunch of people that know well more than me about building engines have helped me put this together, and now it's doing 9,500 RPM, actually reliably, and it's making 500 kilowatt, or just over 500 kilowatt at the wheels.
What a good entry so far for Alex Pirlea in that little S2000. They transition now into the teardrop. Look at him right out on the outside zone there, ladies and gentlemen. But look at Ben Jenkins closing the door in that GT86, wanting to now get right up on the side there. But look at Alex Pirlea right up on the wall, and Ben Jenkins is closing the door.
What a
look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
The reason I built this car is because I knew doing D1 Pro I was going to be able to like sustain it myself. I wanted to make something a little bit different. I wanted something a bit more agile than the car that I started doing competitive drifting in, which is my R33. And I probably overshot it a little bit with the like short wheelbase, nimble, spastic sort of chassis, but with the little that is developed in it, it's got a lot more to go in it, and it's already a rocket ship, you know, so I'm stoked with that.
Look at that entry, nice and smooth by both of those drivers. Alex Pirlea running the wall as well. Everyone is jacked up and they are getting into it tonight. It is party time.
In this season of D1, because I didn't do Pro Sport, I'd basically just come from DriftSouth. The only track I had any experience with in the North Island was actually Taupo. So even though that was a few years ago that I'd driven there, every new track for me was literally new layout. But obviously Bay Park especially, and like Mount Smart, I mean, I'm stoked that on my 4th, 5th lap I managed to qualify 4th. I've never been more like nervous going into qualifying than today, due to obviously all the issues that we had with the track and whatever. But I managed to pull something out the hat. I'm pretty good, I suppose, at like driving to what I see and adapting quickly, I guess, and it turned into a pretty cool show. Yeah, so I did go into this weekend trying to protect the rear end of the car. Parts aren't necessarily expensive per se, but they're all in the States. They've got the biggest market for these cars and whatever, so everything's air shipped, everything just gets super expensive by the time it gets here, you know. As far as destroying it goes, I mean, I built this car to be a pro comp car. Definitely didn't start like that. It is actually a chassis that's still reg on hold, and I haven't done any modifications to it. That means I can't go back. It's still factory body. I've not cut anything. There's been a lot of compromises made on like keeping the car able to be road legal. With my turbo kit, with my cooling package, everything is like crammed in there, and it's not race specific at all. DriftSouth, obviously in the South Island. My first season that I did there, I managed to come away with like 2nd in the championship. And what I found doing competitive drifting down there is that it's actually great for track time. It's great for how the event is running. The competition, especially in the last 3 or 4 years from the drivers there, like there's awesome drivers here, but we on a lower budget have wicked drivers down in the south as well. And it's a wicked little series. There's actually a couple of the North Island guys that have come down and had a wee go, and they just say, man, it's so chill, you just turn up and you just kind of do what you're doing, and it's all kind of fun. I guess DriftSouth doesn't have the ability to build you into more of like a professional level drifter. So it was quite daunting for me to come from almost like a competitive track day to almost the budget that you need to run here. You know, look, I always tell my friends the easiest way is like, you know, looking to climb Mount Everest, you're like, how am I gonna bridge this gap of like car and performance and driving level, you know? So I've put a lot of my own money and a lot of my friends' money into being here this season. I basically thought I'm the closest I'll ever be to making it. I need to just go hard, make it happen, and I do have a lot of support from everyone. But in saying that, I'm absolutely in it to come back next year. Just need to financially make it viable for myself, that's all.
Let's see how he goes here. Can he keep that big monster right up on the door of that little S2000?
It's such a quick car. Look, right out by the wall.
Beautiful there by Alex. What an insane first part of his lead run. Opening the door for Kurt Blacker to try and suck up on the door. Kurt doing a good job. Look at the size of that VF Commodore. Nice line and transition through that centre section there by Alex. Sitting the car real wide out there on the outside.
So, as far as people that have stood out to me in the North Island, or people that have helped me out or whatever through the season, I have to give actually a massive thanks to Mike Thorley and not a driver but Sean Smith. So I've been working on relationships for the past years to make this sort of thing happen for me. I've had my car staying originally with friends and then with Talk Performance. My truck and trailer has been like stored with friends. I've been picked up from the airport. Everyone's actually been like, yeah, pretty friendly. So I'm surprised the sort of people you can just like walk up to and have a conversation with. We're all just like bogans that like having a skid, I think. You know, at heart, as professional as we seem, we all just like want to have fun, and it's been really welcoming. And one person in particular that stands out for that purpose, for that reason, sorry, more than anyone else, probably Connor Halligan, because I think both of us have come in from like a Pro-Am series, and he's actually been a legend. We've basically practiced together every single round except this one because we've got no practice together. So I appreciate everyone that's helped me out and made me feel welcome. It's been awesome.